Well, some of the riddle has to do with how one is with their aloneness. Can one tolerate their fundamental aloneness and oneness? Is that possible? Can you tolerate that? And that's what practice, spiritual practice, in a sense, is about. Coming back to that, and I think that's what ultimate sitting practice is, if there is such a thing, is feeling at one, okay, at peace already. See, heart is the universe. See, that's open to and that's coming in. See. Part of the continuum, beyond form, beyond this to that, right? So it's this, that. And more, and everything.
So there's people who would say, well, I'm sitting here, I'm feeling good. Am I not what you're embodying, what you're talking about?
Well, what is being talked about is feeling at one. Just because you're sitting down having a moment of, let's say, relative stressless relaxation does not mean you're feeling at one with anything particularly. So we're talking then about an idealistic idea, right, of what oneness is then, in terms of a realization rather than a thought and a pattern of idea. What is it? Who is it? Or what is it? Who is not it? This kind of thing. Question. And it's not a question. It's a moment, so beyond the question. It's a moment with yourself as you really are, maybe, and that's what a lot of people might be afraid of. Really alone, just you, in your skin, in your mind, in your eyes, in your feelings, in your flesh, in your time. Are you one with that? See, to the degree of non-neuroses, which is kind of impossible, but at peace. Are you at one, at peace with all of that itself? Completely, totally, absolutely, peace. That's a big question. Can you be that for how many seconds? So we have the ideal then, in terms of realization or enlightenment or ensoundment here. So people can start to maybe transfer towards that a little bit more rather than be their worst enemies. By not having enough understanding or knowledge of the mechanics of suffering and mind and the mechanics of thinking and consciousness and the mechanics of creation and destruction. True knowing of cause and effect and cause in effect. And effect and cause.
So is it a matter of being at one with oneself, or extending that to feeling somehow at one with the world?
Well, at one with oneness, let's say. And then, of course, you need to know what oneness means. See, and there may be with natives, you don't even need to talk in these terms. They just are being there, like the animals being there already. Not all, not the same way. No. Okay. But native elders who have been in the field long enough, who have practiced under other elders, chiefs, masters, are one, or who could be at one with the earth, in a manner of speaking, understand what this is. Letting the earth be the earth, letting go of that, is very important. And feeling your relationship to that is part and parcel of what it is, without a sense of violence or a sense of destruction. You're part of its continuum. So you can cling to the form you have, but you can't, because you have to give it up anyway. No matter how hard you cling, it's got to go. Sorry, it's got to go. All of you's got to go. not yours to begin with, so you got to get that reality check going first. Your body is not yours, so you can cling to it because you're believing it's yours. It's all you have and all you've known. It's been your locus for the time being. But it's not yours. You're borrowing it. But now you have it, so use it. But you don't have to give it up because it never for once belonged to you.
Kind of like a library book.
Never belonged to you. You're your own library book. Yeah, you never belong to you. Not even to the library. Right. 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 It's much less than a library book, in fact. Right. Yeah. Right.
And does it matter how much one has to let go of? Is that a fact?
Depends on whether or not you evolve to the point where you see holding as a problem or holding as solution. Solution means happiness. So if it makes you happy to hold on to something, be thou happy. Be therefore happy. But we know that's not reality. Be therefore happy because you have something to hold on to. If you can be happy holding on to nothing, which may be therefore happier, for no reason at all. Happiness is maybe more the case. You're being happy because you're holding on, but you're not happiness. So these are important, I guess you might say, impulses to consider. Relative to clinging and suffering and self-identification, whether you're a musician or not a musician, whether you're spiritual or not, doesn't matter. It's really about the politics of consciousness and what you create in terms of the expanse of awareness or the contraction of awareness that you impose upon yourself by thinking a certain way. And then paying the price for it, but not seeing it until you wake up and you say, wow, I see this thought pattern that's causing a lot of this suffering. And you throw it away.
So is the price that you pay determined by how much you accumulate and let go of? In letting go?
Depends on who. Depends on who. Because there are many who are extremely wealthy, who already let go of it. They don't have an inch to hold on to. So a particle is just gone. They already understand it's not theirs. They had the luxury of assuming it was theirs. They were in charge of it. They were even able to create it through whatever. It was given to them. And let it go. And then when you let go, there's what? You're not being held down to whatever you're not letting go of. You're creating space by letting go. So all the teachings, sacred teachings, say, let go. To grow, you let go. You say, oh, but what? Let go. But I, let it go. But we, let it go. Let it go. Before you even think about it, let it go. And that's good practice. That's self-liberation practice that's useful for beginners.
Well, that would seem to be, in conventional sense, a hallmark of anyone who's recognized as relatively wise. The message is always to the effect of letting things go. You don't go to a wise person and say, no, cling to that feeling, or cling to that loss.
But there's also the wisdom of knowing what to let go, knowing what to let go, and knowing what to hold on to, which could all be, in terms of wisdom or intelligence, a form of letting go. Knowing what to hold on to properly is a form of letting go. And there we have a little bit of a paradox. So then it's like clinging to liberation. A little bit of a paradox, not really. Then we go to the next level, which is it's gone, 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 beyond gone. And that's always okay now.
And is that something anyone can experience at any time in spite of what they're holding on to? Or?
We can assume, or presume, that anyone could experience it because of the way the forces of the universe work. But are they likely to experience any of that? Not really. It's not part of their experience. It's not part of their, let's say, expectations or their knowledge base as such. Religious people, do they think about heavenly this and heavenly that? Yeah, so there's maybe a little bit more openness there. Science fiction people, yeah, maybe a little bit more imagination or openness there. Creative people, maybe a little bit more room to work from that, yeah.
And yet there's something more in this than letting go simply to arrive at being, say, carefree. I mean, that might be a component.
Well, here's the key. You have to let go of letting go when you get to that. Just as you have to let go of holding, you have to let go of letting go. The same with people in the alignment works. You have to let go of study. You have to studying so much, you have to let go. You got to go beyond studying, you have to go beyond knowing, you have to go beyond experience, and you have to go beyond realization as well. All of it has to be gone beyond. That's what gone beyond means. To no end. Gone beyond, beyond. Gone beyond, beyond.
So then is letting go more than a process to the point of a state of being?
Well, it is its own reality. Letting go, right? Already gone, let's say. So you're going and you're letting go so that you can be gone. If you're gone, there's no going, right? And there's no letting go. It's gone.
Unless you let go of no going and
then you have to let go of gone.
yeah.
Really, you just have to let go of gone. Once you're gone, you got to let go of it. Once you become nothing, you have to let go of it.
Seems like the snake swallowing its tail and disappearing kind of.
Well, it's really the way it is, actually. It's the way it is. It's a mystery, it's a paradox. Who knows what? What can only know who, right? This practice, which then becomes no practice, it's meditation, which inevitably becomes no meditation. There's no words for it, so how could it be anything? There's no words. Wordless. And yet, because it's wordless, we speak about it all the time. There's not enough that could be said about it, but it's so wordless. Paradox.
Are these the kind of insights that, let's say, comprise a deathbed realization?
Could be. We don't know for anybody. We can say for sure what their realization may or may not be. No one here would pretend to know what that would be. So we don't go there as such, but it could be anything, depending on the one's relationship to itself and the universe. And sometimes you don't know what that is until death comes upon you, and you know what it is.
It would seem if you're conscious of the fact that your life is about to end, that there's a whole lot of letting go that precedes that end. I mean, all kinds of things that concern somebody during their life, they let go.
Well, you don't even let go, they're taken from you. So no one cares if you let go or not at that point, it's over. You're being ripped off, that's even better. The great rip-off. Perfect for you, holding, clinging. No, I can't, I won't, I don't, never.
You're watching your wallet.
yeah, no, it's going to be ripped off for you. Every particle is going back to the, I guess you might say, to source. Everything's going back to source. And then your spirit can just, deal with whatever's after that, as it will, as it must, as it needs to. Be subject to other forces of the universe, other laws as you progress. And beyond the lower worlds to the higher worlds of light, and you can't get there without the sacrifice. You can't get there. You have to create that by letting go of everything but the light itself.